We're going to explain how to hit a Vuse pod off the wires, but it's important to understand that this is for informational purposes only. Modifying your vaping device in this way can be dangerous and voids any warranty. Proceed at your own risk. We are not endorsing or encouraging this practice. 1. First, you need to carefully examine your Vuse pod. Identify the contacts, which are usually small metal pieces at the bottom of the pod that make contact with the battery. These are the wires we're talking about. 2. You'll need a very fine-tipped tool, such as a very small screwdriver or a toothpick. The goal is to gently pry or lift the contacts slightly from the pod. Be extremely gentle, you don't want to break anything. Remember, these parts are delicate. 3. Once the contacts are slightly lifted, you will be able to bypass the typical firing mechanism of the device. This allows for a direct connection to the battery, allowing the coil to heat and produce vapor. However, it's crucial to understand that this method offers no safety features. There is a greatly increased risk of overheating, short-circuiting, and even fire. 4. After lifting the contacts, carefully position your modified pod back onto the battery. You'll likely need to hold it in place with some light pressure, as the typical connection mechanism may not be working correctly. 5. Once in place, try to draw on the pod. If it works, you've bypassed the internal circuitry. If not, try adjusting the contacts or the position of the pod. 6. It's extremely important to monitor the device closely while using it this way. If it gets too hot, stop using it immediately. The lack of safety features means you are wholly responsible for preventing damage or injury. 7. Remember that using a Vuse pod this way can drastically shorten the lifespan of your battery and the pod itself due to the increased current draw and potential damage to the internal components. 8. Always prioritize safety. This method is inherently risky. If you're uncomfortable with any part of the process, or if you are unsure about the safety aspects, don't do it. It is generally recommended to use your device as intended by the manufacturer. 9. We cannot be held responsible for any damage or injury that may result from attempting this method. Proceed with extreme caution and at your own risk. This information is provided solely for educational purposes and should not be interpreted as an endorsement of this practice. Always prioritize your safety and